And developing right now, the CDC still in that emergency hearing, trying to determine whether the shots of Johnson & Johnson coronavirus vaccines are in fact linked to blood clots. Just yesterday, in a stunning decision, the government called for those shots to be put on hold. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Matt Austin.
And I'm Lisa Bell. News 6's Lauren Cervantes has been following this emergency hearing all day. She joins us now. And Lauren, you've been listening in. Has the CDC panel made a recommendation yet when it comes to use of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine?
Well, the CDC has not voted. They've not made a recommendation. That meeting is still going on. It started at about 1:30 this afternoon and was supposed to wrap at 4:30, but as you can see, it is still happening. Now, they were weighing, doctors on the panel on whether to continue with the pause in the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. The conversation today was to potentially vote with updated interim recommendations for the use of the J&J vaccine. Now, health officials weighed whether they have enough information as of today to make an age-based recommendation on the vaccine or a risk factor-based recommendation. Doctors say they've seen 6 cases, all women, of what's called cerebral venous sinus thrombosis, or CVST, which is a type of blood clot, and that's coupled with low platelets, is what they've seen in those cases days after the women received the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Now, doctors also sharing details about those cases today. We're learning that all cases occurred in white females, according to health officials. And doctors say the median age was 33 years old and that the average time to the start of the symptoms was 8 days following the vaccine. None of the women were pregnant or postpartum, and one of the women was taking estrogen or progesterone. They also discussed the symptoms that some of the women had.
But if you look again at 5 of these 6 cases, really headache is the initial presenting feature. And so I do think it's important in the setting we are right now that healthcare providers maintain a high index of suspicion for possible CVST and confirm vaccination history, among other things.
Now, in terms of this FEMA site that was expected to be distributing 3,000 doses per day of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, well, the state tells me within this past hour that FEMA has indicated to them they may be able to supplement the J&J vaccine doses with Pfizer doses starting next week, but they say that they're still finalizing logistics and have no final plans as of yet, and have also indicated to me that they don't have a final date as to when those first doses may resume, if in fact it is next week. In Orange County, I'm Lauren Cervantes, getting results, News 6.